Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel. Here we generally work with the energy of the moon, but today we're working with the sun. So the sun is moving into Virgo, and it'll be there from August 23rd through September 22nd. And there's going to be a lot of emphasis for you this month on matters of your fifth house matters. So that'd be fun and romance and creativity. So pretty much those kind of areas. So let's just see what Spirit's going to chat with us about here. And we have, Crown Chakra. Downloads from Spirit. Conversation with Spirit. I want to, this one. All right. You have a lot, actually, because I know you've been going through, so you've been trying to decide something, you've been trying to figure something out. I feel like that eclipse energy was kind of working with you on that. Right, so you have action. Just saying. It's time to take some action. So you have movement. Excuse me. You have movement, perseverance, discipline, motivation. So I think that it's time to take action. You're going to get some information from Spirit on that. That whole throat thing there, I felt like you need to speak up. I was like waiting for it to clear, and it finally did, but so this does have to do with your home because we have possessions, belongings, finances, assets, treasures, shelter, safety, nurturing, warmth, home, and possessions. I feel that for a lot of Tauruses, there was decisions being made around the home, whether to move, to take a new job or not, whether a relationship was going to make it or not. And there's like some kind of step that needs to be taken to either shore up the relationship or to move forward from it, because that eclipse in Aquarius might have really triggered that for you. Especially could have triggered something with the career sector of leaving a job to take a new job. So then there's that whole process of moving, right, where you're like, I'm not taking this crap with me. I need this. I'm going to buy something new when I get there. So there's some of that going on. But it's time for you to take responsibility and nurture the situation. So this situation feels fragile. It's a new beginning, that a new phase, a new turn of events, but it's very fragile. And so you need to take responsibility to nurture it. It's a self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. So you need to make a commitment to follow through on the actions you say you're going to follow through on. You need to provide the situation with what it needs to grow, to be productive, to be a good thing. And don't hang so tightly onto your possessions if you're overweight in the process of moving. So I don't mean your physical body, but your possessions. And then, it costs more. And so there might be something you're like, okay, we need to make sure we have our finances in order when we get there. So there's some stuff that looks like that you're going to have to look at and take care of in those realms. I mean, it could be relationship. It's just kind of hard to tell. Whatever it was a decision that took you a long time to get there. And now I think some choices are being made. And I do know that somehow it has to do with your home and family. It comes up again here, but I've also been seeing it. So the downloads from Spirit are coming in. That new moon in Virgo is all about creating a plan. And then very goal-oriented and working the plan. And so usually with a creative situation, with the house of creativity and fun and romance, you don't usually think of that as needing a plan, but it feels more like it's financial for you this time, which, you're Taurus, of course it is. Lots of, okay, here we go. Let's see what else we got. Wow, interesting. Okay, so yeah, all right. So financial loss. So maybe you lost money in the downturn in the stocks, or I don't know, something feels like you are suffering some kind of a loss. You are worried about what you are losing. That's what's at the root of this whole process, is you are worried about what you're going to lose or what you have lost. And in this house, if you look at it, it looks pretty decimated, like someone broke in and they stole stuff. You might feel that way even if you went through a breakup. Okay, so this could be that. It could be that you lost money that you had on paper, but not in your physical possession, if it had to do with stocks. So I just feel like it has all these root chakra things here. You have a very fragile situation that needs to be protected and cared for and nurtured. So the thing about this card that's interesting is if you turn it upside down, what it means is that treasure chest falls open and you find the hidden treasure. And so maybe a new perspective on your situation is required so that you can find where the benefit is. So here we have Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, that's Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo. So the key to the situation is I think it's going to be speaking your truth. So ask Archangel Gabriel to come in and help you to find the words to speak your truth so that you can nurture the situation in a way that needs to be. You're going to have to take responsibility. So do you need to speak up and say, you know, honey, I lost this money? I mean, I don't know what it is, but you need to take responsibility for whatever the situation is. Not responsibility that isn't yours, but your fair share of the responsibility, whatever that means. In the recent past, you were doing a lot of, you were just standing there looking out over your possessions, basically, and trying to assess where everything stood on a financial, practical level. You are very concerned. There is a transformation going on with the home. So yes, I believe that you are probably moving of some sort. There's some kind of moving, people moving in or out of your home, you moving in or out of your home. It could be because you took a new job. It could be because you lost a job. It could be because of a relationship disruption, something, but the fact that we have the nest here and that's what's on your mind is how can I make my home safe and secure? There's some situation that is evolving in and around the home situation that's making you feel a little insecure. You're being asked to tap into the Akashic records. These are the records of all of the events of all of your lives. And so ask your angels. Archangel Gabriel showed up here. Ask your angels and spirit guides to help you to access the wisdom that was gained from previous life experience to help you with this situation. This feels so karmic when I see all of these root chakra things going on here, and with as long and as hard as this process has been for you, it feels very karmic. And that means that you're clearing karma from past lives. You are reassessing and reevaluating what actually has value to you and what is just money. Value in one's life is not necessarily financial. Value can, how do I put this? The things that you value should, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, should revolve around things like, are you doing your soul's work? Are you loving and caring for yourself unconditionally? Are you offering unconditional love to others? Are you supporting your community about you, either through your work, through your financial resources, through your time, your energy, somehow? These are things that are valuable. Helping and growing and evolving are valuable. Money is a tool. Money is not the value. What is valuable about money is what it can do to create the things that are of actual value. How does it contribute to that? And yes, when you don't have money, money seems very valuable. Been there, done that. But in the end, it isn't actually doesn't denote your worth. How much money you have in the bank, how many toys you have, that does not determine your value as a person. Your value as a person comes from your heart and from the way you treat people and how you love. It comes from your heart. So if you've suffered some kind of a financial loss, don't allow that to deteriorate your sense of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, because it's not actually what is valuable about you. It's who you are. It's the people you love and the people that love you. You start there, focusing on the family, focusing on building that safe, secure place for yourself. Finances are only a tool. They're not what makes you valuable. Oh my gosh, my ears just popped. Okay. That was really important. I don't actually know what all I said, so I hope you were listening, but you can always play it back. All right. In the recent past, you had a lot of anxiety about what you were getting through your intuition. You were seeking some kind of knowledge and guidance and wisdom, and you weren't sure it was coming in. But the Akashic records here in the future tells me that you should keep trying to tap into that because the information is available to you. And there you are. You are the King of Keys. This is you making your plan, working your plan, moving forward slowly and methodically to accomplish it. You know how to manifest. If you have lost financial resources, the last thing you should do is worry about that, because nobody can manifest things in the physical plane better than a Taurus. Nobody. So you have everything you need to do that. I think the question here, the lesson here might be, do you understand, though, that that's not what makes you valuable? Your ability to manifest financially can provide a lot of creature comforts for you and the people you care about, but what's really valuable is your time and your heart. That is really important to remember. In the recent past, here you are, you're searching for what is love? What does it mean to me? And it's a real obstacle. This search has been a real obstacle for you. And right now, I think you think that, and you're right, there are options. I think you need to do a little research to figure out which way to go, what to do, what do you need to know. I think you're seeking knowledge, information, researching to figure out what it is that needs to be done to move forward. Five of Scrolls is about researching and options. Because see, she's reading one thing, but there's still other ones on the table that need to be read. There's 5 scrolls there, so there's other information. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay. All right, no wonder we got more cards. Because this was the future that came out, the first one. The outcome card was the muse. That's being inspired, and being inspired is great, but being inspired what and how comes up with the next 2 cards. So you're being inspired from your innate wisdom that is gathered through see the emotions. So this tree pulls a lot of water. A willow tree pulls up a lot of water, and also is a symbol of wisdom and flexibility. And so using your intuition to be flexible, listening to your higher self, that's that innate wisdom, in order to decide what ways to go forward, because you are clearing the path. You're clearing the path. The obstacles are being lifted out of your life. It's hard work, though, see, because you have to, they're not magically happening. They're being pulled and tugged and everything, but it can be done. It also shows somebody coming to help, too, right? So the obstacles will be cleared. Actually, you know what? No, those 2 are the people in the carriage. So it's going to take teamwork, though. It is going to take teamwork to clear the path to get to where you want to go. But you can do it. We have a queen and a king here. And then we have a pair here. And they're all in the pentacles. So this loss that you're feeling here, you can change this. You can create what you want. You seem to have suffered some sort of a financial setback is what it feels like. But communicate clearly and kindly and listen to your intuition. And ask Archangel Gabriel to bring you information. Mercury is all about receiving information and communication to help you figure out which course of action to take that will help you and allow you to clear the obstacles out of your path. Wow, Spirit wants to talk to you. Illumination. I think you are figuring it out. Illumination says to me that the light is dawning. You're working your way through this. This is like daybreak and putting it together. It's time for action, though. You've been sitting there trying to figure out what to do, and now I think it's time to start doing whatever that means. You have choices. Maybe doing has to do with researching. But there's definitely action here in order to clear the obstacles. It looks methodical. It looks step by step. It looks very comfortable for Taurus that way. So you have stretch and explore. This is that 5 of Scrolls, right? You have opportunities to come in. You just need more information on them. Stretch and explore. And you have harvest and sow. Autumn. So I feel like this means that this situation that's been cleared out by these eclipse cycles and then that full moon in Aquarius, which really, really it was like really finishing off that eclipse from what I've picked up from the energies. Now we're into autumn. I think the next 3 months, you're going to see a lot of changes. You're going to start clearing obstacles and you're going to start moving your life forward in the direction that you choose. You have choices. You're going to start moving forward with a plan, and you will figure out how to clear the obstacles to get there. I think a lot of work gets done now. Right about the time we hit the equinox and move into fall, we have a full moon in Pisces happening. And for you, that would be in your 11th house of group and group activities. So that might have something to do with this too. So accept happiness and good fortune and cooperation for the highest good of the community. This is cooperation. And accept happiness and good fortune. I think things are going to fall into place. I think someone's going to help you do it. But cooperation also makes me feel like if you are transferring jobs, don't forget your partner is part of the team. Don't be short-tempered if you can help it. Cooperation, teamwork. If you are going through a breakup, the more cooperative you are through the process, the easier it will be to heal the situation. So however that goes for you, whether it's a job change or a living situation change brought on by a relationship change, cooperation, but it says accept. This is what I think is key here. It says accept happiness and good fortune. I feel like you're not sure that this was a good thing. And I think Spirit is saying, no, things that don't work needed to be removed. And that was happening in a lot of lives. And that eclipse in Capricorn followed by the full moon in Aquarius really felt like the tower coming down, which is unstable structures were being brought down in a lot of arenas for a lot of people. And I don't think that you were spared from that in general. So we have turquoise, awaken your empathy. That's listening with your heart, asking for guidance and help, getting the downloads. But I also think it's about having empathy for those around you as they're going through this change too. And there's going to be a lot of reason to communicate. I don't know if you can hear those birds, But communication is going to be key with all of the people that you care about, or all the people who are key players in the situation. So the key to the situation is good communication. Ask for guidance on that. And use your empathy. And have empathy for yourself. You know, I get change is hard. It's really hard for a fixed sign like Taurus. But change is not a bad thing. Change is just an end of a cycle and a beginning of new opportunities and new cycles. So you can do this. I have so much faith in you. All right? We'll talk to you. Take care.